It looks like some people are back. How's the stream quality now? I reset my streaming link, which I realized I haven't reset for maybe 2 years. So there's that, and I had to reboot OBS. So yeah, hopefully this is a bit smoother. Hopefully it sounds exactly the same. Should sound exactly the same. We're streaming in stereo. Yeah, that's what we want. Maybe I could put some stereo effects on my voice. No one wants to hear that. All right. Yeah, there we go. And this stream should not be called FM9 Live Tweaking. Let's call it Monday Live. All caps. There we go, that's better. That's better. It's not a tweaking session at all. Hayden Brown is in the chat. What's up, man? How have you been? What is news on your side of the world? And hopefully this all sounds okay. Yeah. Hey, Kyle. Thanks for joining, mate. Yeah, I don't know what was happening. I don't know what's happening at all because I'm a moron and I don't know how to do this. But we're here and we'll get it flowing. We'll see if I can play his song. Mr. Scary from Spain. Don't try to play that one in drop C. That's weird. People from Spain, people from France, people from the States, the UK. This guitar sounds hilarious through this little mic. This is how I spend most of my day, just kind of sitting around going, forgetting that I'm plugged in. George Lynch. How old is George Lynch? However old he is, he looks good for his age. But yeah, some people have suggested 67? What? I thought he was at least a decade younger. So there you go. Well done, George. Well done, George. Hey, Drew. What is going on? Back in the day, 70s, when you sit on the porch playing with your grandchildren, not rocking like Lynch. Doing the docking tour, so... Yeah, 70 is the new, 40. Thanks to the wonders of modern medicine. Oh my God. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Sick. All right, everybody's going to enjoy this. So my wife just made me this mask. And being a Simpsons fan, check it out. Yeah. Should I trigger some people and wear a mask on a live stream? I'll check that this actually fits. I love it. Around the ears. That is this is so comfortable. Well, here you go. I'll just do the live stream like this and do some Gary Moore licks. This doesn't look ridiculous at all. Gary Moore licks, yeah. End of the world. This is immediately not a good idea. Man suffocates on live stream. This is really comfortable though, thank you. I love it.
You're welcome.
And it smells very good. Okay. So, like, the good Gary Moore licks are all of them, obviously. But I really like his late 70s, early 80s stuff, like Corridors of Power. Anyway, some people are... trigger all the people. Hayden, It's doing good. Managed to play a few gigs last year before yet another lockdown happened here. Not too long to it. Yeah. Hey, the sooner you can do it, the better. Well, the sooner you can do it safer, the better, obviously, you know. It's, stuff's still crazy everywhere, so... In New is NH short for New Hampshire? Because I imagine it is crazy over there. Oh, we got some people from Texas. Texas? Yeah, Texas. Corpus Christi. Like, the Gary Moore lick that blew my mind the most when I was a kid was that intro to End of the World. I was like, what's he doing? So what he's doing, I'm in drop C anyway. He's playing like a C major 7 arpeggio. So it's 12 and 13 on the B string and 12 and 15. Kind of similar to a lot of those Zakk Wylde things, you know, like all that, but he's doing it. The lick in the intro when he's using that what is it? That kind of practice that for a long time, and we have some people from Discord in here as well. If you're in my Discord server, make yourselves known. You probably all have the same username anyway. So UK, yeah, this is great. This is very good. What was I gonna say? Summer over here, so did some grilling on the barbecue. My wife got me a new Weber for Christmas, which is awesome. So I've been cooking heaps on that, and charcoal on anything is a glorious thing. So that's Gary Moore lick number 1, or number 2. Does the FM9 have an effect like a Digitech drop? It certainly does. I'm on the Axe 3, but you can use the pitch block, and it's called the virtual capo. So let me virtual capo you all down 5 semitones. So what I'll do, this is where my guitar's tuned at the moment, and then have a listen to this. What is that? 5 semitones lower than C, like drop G or something like that now? Yeah. Let's take it down to drop E. This is insane. Get your shug on. Let's try that. Something like that anyway. So really distorted djenty bass. So yes, it does have an effect like the Digitech drop. Yeah. Yes. It's mental. Absolutely mental. Okay. And then back to normal service. Feel like I missed a question somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you could kind of replicate a bass thing. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I would want to blend it with a clean tone or something like that. Loathe are a super cool band who use it. Oh, awesome suggestion. I'll check out some of that. How does it sound coming up in pitch? Well, this is probably the function I use it the most for, because a bunch of the older Ragdoll stuff is in drop C sharp, not in drop C. And I like to practice the set list from time to time. And I just use this so I don't have to retune this guitar. So this is what it sounds like up a semitone. Tracks really well. Yeah, and I like to play a lot of those power chord, add 9 chord with a like high note, those kind of things. That tracks those really well. What if I play a song for you all with my guitar tuned up a semitone? Let's do an older Ragdoll song. Let's do Break You, because that one's fun. Okay. This is a drop C guitar tuned up with the virtual capo.
Sinking
So that's where the guitar is actually tuned. So that is good fun. Man, that is a workout playing that song at all downstrokes. I'm convinced I've got worse at playing that over the years. How does it sound coming up in pitch? That's the question I just asked. Yeah, the tracking's really good. Tate Valier said, the tone is like cross between Eddie and Sykes. Thank you. Two of my favourite plays, two of my favourite tones of all time. I will take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. Plain standard, but have a Thin Lizzy tribute theme. Yeah. I mean, Thin Lizzy and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Gary Moore. That's like the three first things I ever started listening to, so I was just tuned down to E flat. Hey, Angus Clark, what's up, man? I've been following your Instagram, enjoying all the photos and all the videos of you just absolutely destroying arenas. So that makes me really happy to see that all happening again. Yeah. Did anybody here see TSO over the holidays in the States? Because I got to see them about 5 years ago for Christmas, and still one of the best shows I've ever seen, being a massive Saba fan as well. So yeah, very cool. Anyway, in case you all can't read the live chat, use the pitch block in the XL to drop the guitar a whole step during one song in the TSO shows. A couple of shows the unit froze up and it was hilarious. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Just here's this advanced thing doing its thing, and yeah, now you have no guitar. I'm glad it happens at all scales. Who else is in here? I'm guessing that's Mark. Hey Mark, how are you? Mr. Tone Talk. And yeah, Josh Gallagher. Yeah, well, hey, you should all go and subscribe to Josh Gallagher's channel as well. I hope you're well, man. I haven't seen you for ages. Bumped into your brother not too long ago, so what is going on? Billy Eat World is a very good username as well. Yes. Hey, I wish PRS would bring these back, right? It's just right. And this one's got some love in it. I don't know if you can all see all the scratches on the back and all that kind of stuff, but this one's served me very well. What was I saying? I'm saying a lot. This is how I read. Drew, Leon, how do you approach creating delays that don't muddy up your sound and still add textures? Couple of different ways you can do that. This is something I've been fascinated with for a long time. Let's see if I can add axe edit to the chat. Hey, there it is. And I think this is big enough. You can all see this, unless you're sitting on the toilet looking at your phone screen. So let me make this a bit bigger for all those people. Here we go. So look, this is one thing I like to do. If you're playing in stereo, let's say you're not playing in stereo, let's say you're playing in mono. So let's do this. Got a delay. I like to tie it to the tempo. Tying it to the tempo is one cool way to do that. So there's a reason why that dotted eighth note delay effect is so popular, because you're playing eighth notes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da. You get a da. Ducka kind of sound where, well, you get 16th notes basically, but with an offset in there. So my go-to would be like if I'm playing a song like Shine, and shout out to Dennis as well, who has the most lovely shiny brand new gem that they are shredding the pants off at the moment. You know, if you just take a standard, so step one is have delays that are offset from your eighth note pulse, you know, because if you're playing with just an eighth note style delay, then you get this kind of thing. Which, hey, that is really cool, those kind of things. You know, you can harmonize with yourself. Works well for Brian May. But yeah, the edge style thing, right? So you have the offset and you get that. Let me tap the tempo. So there's that, and this is with the delay as loud as a signal. Then the big thing is EQing the delay. So take out some low end. I like doing this with quite steep filter slopes. You know, bring the low cut up above 100 and bring the high cut, going to seem extreme below 4K. Have a listen to it now. So your main sound is like your full spectrum thing, and then the delay is just like the middle section of it. So that's a really good way to do that. And then obviously, you know, if it's still too loud, you could bring the level down. Another great effect is to use a ducking delay. So this is going to turn the delay down automatically. You could use something like 12 dB of attenuation, set the threshold wherever you need it. And I like a kind of slower release, like over 100 milliseconds, so something like this. And then when you stop playing, you can make this really extreme. Get rid of all of it. Hey! But again, you don't get delay on your main thing. So a bit of ducking, a little bit of EQ on there is always really powerful. I like a bit of modulation. And then the other thing you can do is like offset the left and right channel. If you're not playing in mono, you could use something like a, let's go to this digital stereo delay. This is my favorite way to do it. And again, we'll add those cuts with the steep slopes in there, something like that. And then what you do is you offset the left and right channels. So you get this. And I would set the main one as a quarter note now, 75%. There you go. So you can hear the width that's happening on there. Then you could add some modulation to that. If you want to go super wild, you could offset the phase like the TC2290 does. Check this out. Actually, I need this. Check this out. Sounds wider than wide. So yeah, add a little bit of modulation. Basically the EQ, I think, is the best way to go about it. All right. Yeah, the Tremonti has been around for a long time. It's a slightly different thing. Casey says, how would you go about getting an overdrive tone from a twin reverb through the Axe-Fx? Using the Axe-Fx twin reverb, or are you running the Axe-Fx into a twin reverb? That is my question for you. Can you play the Welcome to the Jungle intro? Can I? This is a good question. It's definitely got that dotted eighth note delay thing happening. So what is it? It's like a... I've never sat down and learnt that. That's what it sounds like to me. Probably inaccurate. Let's see. Burnt McGurnt. That's a great name. Let me do this. Let me just turn Axe Edit off because it's screwing up my stream. Hey, Kale, I hope you're well, mate. Oh, the Axe-Fx twin reverb. Right. I don't know. Let's try it out, shall we? Let's bring up the twin. And the CCV with the Strat, I think, is a really good, like, that's kind of instant King's X to me, instant tie table. Where are we? The double verb. All right. So we're obviously talking normal person levels of... There's it at stock settings. So, look, with anything like this, like the twin is a clean amp, right? So even if you do this, now what you want to do, a really good starting point with a Fender style amp is Magic 6. So drive at about 6, bass at about 2, mid at about 3. 2 times 3 is 6. That's where you set the treble. This is what it sounds like. Let me just mute my mic so you get no string noise now. Yeah, Magic 6 on a Fender style thing, and then, you know, chuck a drive in front. That's how everybody's done it since the birth of this style of music. So, good suggestion. Play some In Excess. Oh man, I can't even play That's about as much as I got. And then really, really cool sax solo in that. If anyone wants a challenge, transcribe the sax solo in Never Tear Us Apart. It's a simple one, but it's a good one. What's your favorite app for edge breakup with humbuckers? All right, hey, I've been playing around with something recently. Check this out. This is going to look crazy, but what I did was I ran my Strat DI and I measured it with FabFilter Pro Q3, and then I did an EQ match in that with my single cut. So let me just bring this up. Basically the Band Commander, that's the long and the short of it. I love that amp with anything. Let me just reset. Actually, let me bring it up from here. So Bandmaster, bring the bass down a little bit, but, so this is what it sounds like. Getting there, and then you can just add a bit of that kind of thing. But yeah, so I've got a parametric EQ block in here to try to make my single cut middle position sound more like my Strat. Yeah, check this out. So yeah, I'll let you hear that without the string noise. Works really well. It kind of works. You know, this guitar doesn't have a coil tap or anything like that on it, which I wish it did. That's the one thing I wish it did have, but that kind of works okay. That in front of like a Voxy, if you just put the AC15 on, again at stock settings, it sounds really, really good. Really, really good. Where do I want to go? Yeah, this one. Something like that. Hey Rohit, I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well over in India. I've been following all the cricket news recently. I don't know if you're a cricket fan, let me know. But I always see Rohit and I think of Rohit Sharma, who's a pretty darn good batsman. Try it with a matchless chieftain. Yes! Now we're talking. What's that? Boutique? I think that's the one, isn't it? Boutique. Or is it Chiefman? Have they changed the name on it? What's that? Ah, they did. They changed the name. Matchbox Chiefman, I believe. Yeah, cool. All right, let's try this. Oh, yeah. Cool. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's try this one. I like it. Good suggestion. I really need to try that. Ah, the preset. Yeah, how cool is that? I got a lot of requests. Can I play Lay It Down? Well, look, we'll answer this one question about the ADA. So let me reset this channel. Anyway, I'll do a video about this because this is fun. And that EQ looks insane, but it does a trick. So, this is my ADA recipe, right? What you do is, there's a model in here called Big Hair. Let's hear Big Hair. So Big Hair sounds a little bit dark to my ears. I think if you set the tone stack frequency to 500 Hertz, it sounds way better immediately. Let's hear that. It's like almost there, but then what I reckon you need to do is this, in the input EQ, pump the mids at around 1000 Hertz. Give it some of this. And then we get this. Need to work on that solo because that's not how you play it. Yeah, it is instant spandex. So, what is a matchless chieftain on the Helix? I don't know. Maybe someone can weigh in. Can I do the Hangar 18 solo? Oh boy, I can play the lick. That's about it. I'll do this for Dennis, and then people want to hear some Ragdoll songs. So, do the last time. Do Shine. I will happily play those songs any day of the week. Let's see, there's my main sound, there's my other main sound, they're sorted. But yeah, let's try this. What was I going to do? Someone asked a question. Acoustic simulator. It doesn't have a dedicated block as an acoustic simulator, but you can load up acoustic guitar impulse responses on it, and they work pretty well. Right, Hangar 18 solo. All right, I'll play that lick. I'll try to play that lick. It's an absolute ball buster. Let's see. All right. This is brave of me doing this because I reckon I can play this like once every 10 times or something. So let's butcher it. Actually, you know what? That is not going to happen. Not on this guitar anyway. Alright. Play some John Petrucci. If that spandex tone makes you stand up and scream, does it make you stand up and shout, like in the movie? How to use an IR without the cab block? You can use this thing. It is called the IR player. It lets you load IRs as you would think. I can, let's see. Hangar 18. Yeah, that's not going to happen on this guitar. Because I need to practice. As if the guitar's got something to do with it. Alright, I'm going to do... Let's do Shine. That's a song. You should start Super Chat with all these. Can you play this? Can you play that? Is Super Chat enabled in this? No idea. How do I change that? I should check the settings on the stream. Anyway, this is good fun. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing Shine. and then we'll do the last time. Got a message from someone. Hey! Shout out to the ultimate friend of the channel, Mr. Troy Nababan, who is watching this on his TV that you can't tell whether it's on or not because of the display. It's an amazing display. It was worth the extra cost. All right, here's Shine. This one's for Dennis, and then we will do the last time as well. And the intro of Shine's really easy for me.
We are waiting for the sun to shine. Shed my skin, lift the darkness from my eyes. No more tears to cry. Like the broken man.
one's fun. Thank you all for indulging me, and thank you to Dennis for suggesting that one. That one was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Got a bunch of people. Well, Ron the guitar collector is in here. Jeff is in here. What's up, Jeff? Hope you're having a legendary day. And fun fact of the day, there are about 130 tracks in this session, in case anyone is wondering. Also, the song didn't work without the higher octave guitars that come in the last chorus. Yeah, I forgot all about that. And then, just take 24 guitar parts and figure out how to play them as one. Now, bow, down, 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 which I don't play live, but that was really, really fun. Good times, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Tondi, in case you missed the rest of the stream, how good's my new mask? Because I've already lost my other one, but again, Mr. Sparkle fabric on a mask. How good's that? Right. Where's the? Oh, that's what I want to do. There you go. This live stream is now monetized. Maybe that means if people want to put a super chat in and suggest a song, they can do that. All right. Anybody have any questions about that song? There's a bunch of weird, like the. I love all this little. A lot of fun. That is definitely a me problem. Definitely. All right. Oh, got to allow that one, Troy, with your profanity. The last time, Draconic Iridium wanted to hear this. And mate, got a shout out to you. Glad you're enjoying the Ragdoll stuff so much. It means quite a lot to see people on the other side of the world digging this stuff. So this one's for you. And before I do that, I'll mute my mic. The last time. go. Some positive mental attitude rock for you all. There was some good... Playing that always reminds me of recording it and doing some stuff. Like, I think everybody did a little backing vocal on there. Tondi has the descending backing vocal thing on there, which is really, really cool. Yeah, there's heaps of H9 on that album as well. A lot of those sounds, the shimmer and the undulator effect. I remember that as well. Still don't know what a Twin City is, mate. Trying to know the mind of Rafferty is like trying to know the mind of God, so it's a fool's errand. Who knows? Has the least amount of vocal tracks on it because it's the last recorded and we're running out of time. Look at all this stuff I've forgotten about. This is great. Kenny B is getting back to work. Thanks for tuning in, mate. What was I going to say? Xavier is in Brisbane. No plans to play in Brisbane anytime soon, but we'll see. I know I speak to Andrew from Independent Music quite a lot, so hopefully at some point this year, state of the world situation pending, I can actually get to the East Coast, and I want to do some workshops over there. So hopefully at some point in the next year we can actually come over and play, because we've never done a gig in Brisbane. We've played in Queensland before, but not in Brisbane. So yeah, I would love to get back over to Sydney and to Brisbane and to Melbourne, and I guess Adelaide as well. Played in Adelaide a couple of years ago and that was a pretty good time. Thank you very much. Thanks for your IRs. Keep them coming. I've actually been meaning to do some more, because I'm sure everybody's sick of hearing my greenback cab. I'm not sick of hearing it yet, but how long does it take you guys to come up with a song like that? In writing it as a band before the final recording. I feel like that was one of the last ones to come together for that record. I can't even remember writing it, put it that way. That one is just a mystery. My favorite song is Rust. Can you play it? Yeah, I can do some Rust. We can do Tell Me at some point as well. The name of that song is The Last Time. Yeah, all I remember is playing around with that, and to me, I wanted that to be like an Alex Lifeson guitar part with a droning G. And then there's a... Yeah, I have some very hazy memories. That might have been the last song we wrote for the album. And Can't Studio and we'll do IRs. Yeah, Troy's got a lot of cabs and a lot of mics and very nice preamps. I think that's pretty cool. Trying to find a good preset to practice Sarana. Just one of the lead scenes. The USA lead. Try my live preset on the lead scene. There were 7 tracks ready when you came into the studio. Yeah, right. That kind of sounds like that was one that wasn't. But yeah, there's just a lot of the other tricks we do on guitar parts on the album. Verses were supposed to sound like the Outback. Yep, and that's what the undulator effect sounds like to me as well. I actually reverse engineered that because I have an Eclipse now, so I can figure out what that is. So Troy, you might find this interesting. Some other people might find this interesting as well. Let me do this. Where's OBS? OBS City. I'm also just realizing every time I think of Twin Cities, I think of Observation City, so that's pretty funny. Let's do this. Where's my undulator preset? So, it's this one. So what it is a plex into a panning tremolo. So this is the sound, kids. Yeah. And you can run it into one of the shimmer verbs on here, which sound stupidly good. So anyway, that's what the undulator effect is, or at least that's what it is on the Eclipse. and that's how you clone it on the axe. So it's a plex delay with these times and a bunch of diffusion into a 16th note sine wave trem. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Don Lauer just picked up an FM3. Congrats, Don. I'm glad those videos have helped. That's awesome, because it's pretty crazy. Hey from Thailand, stuck with an HX Stomp. I'll get back to the States. Till I get back to the States, great channel. The HX Stomp is really fantastic. Do you watch John Cordy's Helix videos? If not, you should. And John's an amazing player. That was ready. Yeah, see, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Jeff, I feel like this would be right up your alley as well. Someone asked me to play Rust. So before I do that, Back to Zero is done at the very end. Yeah. That's right. I feel like that was maybe the last song we worked up in rehearsal or something like that. Or maybe that was Letting Go. Yeah. Very, very... I'm glad someone remembers this stuff, because I certainly do not. Where's my live preset? Yeah, so... Chunky boy. Gonna do Rust. There's a lick in Rust, though, which always does my head in. That one. Troy, you'll enjoy as well. You know, on... this is a total aside. Anyone who likes Racer X... I remember learning Scarified and learning the Paul Gilbert solo version of how he plays that. Oh. Which is not what they play. They play... that. So give me some delay so I can play this. So that's what's on the record. That's an awesome lick. I'm constantly befuddled by that. LJ Robin from Amsterdam, what's up? Awesome. You know, the Fractal and Boogie stuff is some of my favorite stuff ever, so being able to spread the love is awesome. But yeah, anyway, Troy, I figured you'd appreciate that. D major, then it's diminished thing, then E major, then the string skip diminished thing. So there you go. Yeah, it's crazy, and there's a lot of that. Yep, all the good stuff. Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, I was listening to Sunlit Nights, that... He does it. And then there's the Paul lick there. Hang on. Oh man, yeah, so if anyone wants to, you know, live... That's what it's all about. What am I doing? There's another thing, I feel like it was on a Guitar Techniques magazine where Paul busts out this like... There's an instructional video of Bruce, John and Scott playing Scarify with Chris Arvin. Yes! I have seen that and it's amazing. So good. I'm glad... there's maybe 3 people in the world who know about that outside of those guys. Yeah, that very brief period when they continued on. So good. I was watching a video of Bruce recently, actually, and like he's still got it as well. Tone King, what's up, man? Hope you're enjoying whatever you're enjoying in the morning, however you like to start your day. Considering your life for effect, do you have any go-to minimal reverb delay wobbly stuff tones? Must confess, I almost always have a tiny amount of reverb and delay on. Yeah, I like a little bit of reverb. If you look at this, is this even up? I don't have it up. If you look at this thing that you can't see, kids, let's enable that. My big crutch is pitch detune, so there's just a little bit of detune on here. Let me mute my microphone. See, like a second to 1.5 seconds of reverb on this, pretty nice. Especially, Chris was a classmate. Oh, there you go. What a small world. I also have to give Angus a shout out because was it your Guitar World column? There's a lick which I can't do in drop C. I guess I could tune up, or I could grab another guitar. I'll come back to this one. I am still going to play Rust for that person who asked for it, but I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it's at like... that thing. Can't do it anymore. Never could. That's right, because I remember being, oh, that's hard to come back. So... yeah, that was almost it. Great lick, Angus. Thank you. Follow the Leader was rewritten and recorded days before it was finished. Yeah, that was a very stressful week because we were going on tour and Troy had stuff on and we were like, hey Troy, can you do it again? Hey Troy, can you do it again? Hey Troy, can you do it again? So we were very much the Homer Simpson to your Frank Grimes in that particular situation. Only Logan was supposed to be the singer, but George got him for Lynch mode. What? That's crazy. Hey, again, small world. Anyway, when you take that sound and you play it with a Strat, you have Thai Tabor, so... Anyway, Wes asked a question. That I play in stereo at home through studio monitors, but live, yeah, the sum to mono thing can be really tricky. Honestly, it's worth rewriting patches just for mono and panning all your effects just dead center. What's a signal chain? It is guitar, Axe Effects. Got an AeroPress out of it as a thank you, and what a thank you it is as well. So, guitar's going into the Axe, Axe is going via SPDIF into my Apollo Twin. And that's it. What do we have in here? It's the Mark IV model, and there's a little bit of a gate, and there's my greenback IR that I made, and a bit of this going on. bit of low cut, bit of high cut, bit of multi-band compression, doing very little, but it's there, and then a bit of this pitch detune. And then, yeah, you know what's impossible to play? Colorado Bulldog. So I'm not going to play that one. Please go through the amp and cab details. Yeah, no worries. Let's go back. So, this, I'll talk about the guitar because it's an SC245 from 2008. It's got the stock pickups. They're not the 5708 pickups in it. And, you know, this is interesting. I'm going to bypass everything so that you can just hear... Liam, without looking up, what does SPDIF stand for? Mate, don't know. S is S. I want to say S is for Spider-Man. P is for Piderman. D is for demand. I is for Iderman, and F is for... I don't know. There you go. Just listen to Rust for the first time. Well, there you go. Anyway, go through the amp and effect. Anyway, this is what my guitar sounds like DI, which is something a lot of people ask about. So I'll turn this off. Should probably tune my guitar. So it's hot, but it's not crazy hot on there. And then just the amp and the cab. So this is an impulse response of my Marshall 1960 TV cab, so the tall vintage one. I'm pretty sure this is 3 mics, an SM7, a Roy 121, and a Sennheiser MD421. Let's just leave the pan where it is. There's no high cuts or anything fancy in this at the moment, just Sony Philips digital interface. Are you joking? That's amazing. That's awesome. Well, there you go. Anyway, that's the amp and the cab, and then you carve out heaps of excess high end with this filter here, and heaps of excess low end with this filter here. Helps if my mic's not on. So there you go. I'm forever going to refer to Sony Philips digital interface from now on then. So there, that's the main tone, and you can hear this multi-band compressor is taking out that real woofy thing from the Mark, and then just where I would normally set a Mark series amp with the overdrive control all the way up, the drive control to taste, and basically the treble control is like your other drive control on here. You know, if you turn it down, you get this. And if you have too much bass, it gets really crappy sounding. So there you go. SPDIF into the Twin is a hot tip. It is a hot tip. I got a $13 converter from Amazon, I think made by Tendak, and then optical to SPDIF. 3 years study and all I got was that lousy factoid. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's a huge detour from playing Rust, so I'll shut my pie hole and do that. Let's turn Accented off. You can see my face on here. There you go. Oh, the cat's gone. She clearly got sick of my yabbering. What are we doing? Rust. Oh yeah, so there's this diminished lick. Rip off Marty Friedman and then rip off Yngwie in the same solo, and you can call it original.
Every day there's a new way to learn how to hate.
There you go. That is some rust. All right. What's the point of doing SPDIF? I think Troy's probably explained it in here. Da 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 da. Yeah, that. Yeah, so good. Ryan's ears just know the right place to put stuff. Hey, there's a bunch of little harmonies under the solo as well. That was really, really fun to punch those in, kind of reinforce it. iBite Music, could you do a nice metalcore, deathcore tone? All right. What would I do? I would bring up a 5150. Let's use the 5153 blue. I'm going to put on the grinder boost in the amp block, because that's the thing you do. And use the same cab. And just crank this up. And you know, if you want some more sizzle, I would probably do this with the mids. Give it a bit of this. And then let's have a listen to how that sounds. And if you actually know how to play that style of music, it will sound pretty good, which I totally do not. All right. What is about the greenback that makes it the only speaker I ever like in all modelers? I'm kind of a little bit that way now as well too. It's pretty smooth sounding. There's like, I find the ones in mine anyways. So yeah, they sound good. They sound good for clean sounds and dirty sounds. I guess like a vintage 30 is kind of originally meant to be a high-powered greenback. That's always my take on it anyways. So yeah, there we go. My pleasure, whoever asked for that song. So yeah, I mean, the other thing you can do with this as well is, you know, don't use a grinder boost. Just do, for like the metalcore thing, the Axe FX has the Maxon OD808. Drive down, tone up, level up. You are now Adam D. Maybe that works a little bit better. That. A tone, yeah, I mean, hey, the 8-string thing is, I do have a 7-string here, let me grab that. The trick with the whole extended range thing is to filter low end accordingly. So actually, I think my favorite combo for that sort of thing is, it's got a silly name, but it's a great sounding amp, the FAS Brutals. And what you do is you just turn on like the CC boost in there, and you're literally done. Like, this sounds amazing. Use that middle pickup combo. What's oh yeah, trying to play animals as leaders. Genius. Can't do the double tongue thing anyway. There we go. Behold the octopus. Anyone remember them? I wonder if they're still around. Anyway, yeah, basically use some kind of filter before the amp. The brutals is good because there's a very high low cut in there. But there, then you get... Hey, we got an Octopus fan club forming in here. I always remember that band from, I think it was a Guitar World thing they did. Yeah. Oh, they're still going. Well, there you go. And I remember the bass player played one of those war guitars as well, which at the time I was playing with Troy and our buddy Mike, and Mike had a 7-string Conklin bass. And yeah, there you go. Behold the Octopus. They were like proto-gent prog. Crazy. Give me any tips for using the Axe-Fx 3? Maybe. What in particular are you wanting to do on it? I guess that's the question. I'm on the 7 now, so I've got to pretend like I know how to play filthy stuff. You know what sounds really fun is that breakdown for Rust in drop A. Rust. Let me bring it up for you. I think I've got it somewhere on here. Did a little mix of it. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to play that breakdown in Rust in drop A for you all. Go back to me normal sound as well. Where are we?
Attack, I can be your checkmate. I'm the one you waited for. I'm the fear that won't let go. Let me in, no one needs to know. I'm the one you love to hate. I'm the fear you'll never shake. Let me in, no one needs to know.
Not as easy as my brain thought to just tune that down. Really? Well, there you go. So I need to check out this new album, JLT. Man, I was listening to some JLT Rainbow the other day, actually. So there you go. Shouldn't drop A, but make Ryan sing everything higher. I agree. Yeah, just everything. Man, 7 strings are fun. I just end up sitting there playing this riff, alright? Less gain going on. Any tips for anyone learning how to shred? Well, the real answer for anyone learning how to shred is to watch Paul Gilbert Intense Rock. Just do that and learn a couple of licks off that and you will be well on your way. It's about all I did. You know, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, listen to Racer X. If that's what you like, of course. It depends on what your definition of shred is. I would say, yeah, Paul Gilbert Intense Rock, and then Yngwie's Marching Out or Trilogy album are really great ones to listen to. And what's a third really good suggestion? Listen to some Winger. Playing God in Drop A would be... I feel like I did a gig with this guitar. Yeah, I did. Down in drop G, and then realized I do so much Ragdoll stuff with my thumb over the top on the E string, and that was tough. But playing the end of Love on the Run was really fun. Do you know any Nevermore? Yeah. Bit of this one. What does Jeff do? Something like that. Give us a sneak peek into what any of your upcoming videos will be about. Yeah, lots of people are asking me to do a video about how to use a line mixer with rack gear, so that's coming up. There is a video with the JP2C and my Mark IV. Again, people have been asking about that one. And then I have some other cool rack pieces I haven't done any clips with. I'll do that video on a like the pickup corrector thing. And yeah, there's always a Friday Q&A video every week. That one's not much of a spoiler. I've got some really, really fun pieces of gear on the way from overseas at the moment, which I think a lot of people are really, really going to like. So that's pretty exciting as well. I did do a few duo gigs with Troy in that one because it has a piezo on it. And you know what's fun is the piezo distorted like this. Where's my guitar tone? Oh, wrong plug. This one. There we go. There you go. That's a really cool way to add some clarity to your neck pickup tones. Any Mexican guitarists do you know heard? I know about the band Rata Blanca. Are they Mexican or are they from a different American country? And I don't think they're Mexican, but Charlie Parra is pretty awesome as well. I forget where Charlie's from. Because, you know, anyone who's not from the United States or Canada is obviously Mexican. That's how the world works. No any Nevermore. I don't have any baritones. This is my token, not a 6-string guitar with a standard scale length thing. Nickelback, Where Do I Hide? Argentina, that's correct. So apologies for my ignorance there, but yeah, Charlie's amazing. Rata Blanca are from Argentina. Well, I don't know what's going on, clearly. But is there anyone I should check out? Do you have any suggestions? Because my favorite food in the world is Mexican food, so maybe some of my favorite guitar players will be as well. Jay Coulter has been enjoying the Ragdoll catalog. Thank you, Jay. Whatever J stands for. Maybe it's like Homer J. Simpson. Am I friends with Reb Beach? I'm not. I don't think Reb is aware of me, but I'm aware of Reb, and that's the only thing that matters. Maybe some people in the chat here are friends with Reb, because Reb has the coolest tapping technique ever. That whole flick thing. What gauge is a 7th string? I actually don't know. I think it's maybe a 60. It's pretty light. We did get to hang out with Kip a little bit, so maybe he told Reb about this crap band that opened up for him. So, how does that intro for Rainbow in the Rose go? Oh yeah, there we go. That's right. That's Rainbow in the Rose. That's amazing. Yeah, the cat. My cat's actually deaf. Stone deaf. So, they put up with all my lousy playing. Anyway. Rainbow in the Rose. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Lead tone definitely sounds different to 6 than a 6 to me. Yeah, it's different. The pickups in this guitar are wild. It sounds... Kale's in the chat, and I got to borrow their Majesty. It sounds a lot like the Majesty, to be fair, but just got an extra big, chunky string. J's for John. Friends with Ken Tamplin. Yeah, well, man, I've known about Ken forever. Ken was probably one of the first people I was aware of, like, teaching people how to sing rock vocals. So, yeah. Do you have any impulses that are good for the Dumble style amps? To me, a Dumble style thing, EV12, that's kind of the thing. I borrowed a Boogie Cab with some EVs in it. I feel like I shared some IRs on the forum, but they're not in wave format. Do I have them on here? Yeah, I reckon I do. Let's see, what do we have? This one, EV. This is really smooth. Check it out. What a difference an impulse makes, hey? So yeah, that one is up on the Fractal forum if you want to grab it. I like that a lot. Now the FM9 is out, do you think the AX8 is still useful? Definitely. Still a great piece of gear. The FM9's amazing because you get everything that's in the AX3, and there's a bunch of updates to the UI and more storage, and it's more powerful, and you can do dual amps. But I don't use dual amps live, like 2 amps together. But if you want to do seamless switching, it's very handy. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get it, but at the same time, don't get too hung up on your fear of missing out if you've got an AX8, because the AX8 is still fantastic. You have an FM3, is it still worth grabbing a Lexicon? I would say if you want something fun to play around with, yeah, the Lexicon stuff, like the MPX1's still a really fun unit. It will drive you nuts after you've used a modern modeler though. It's a lot different, but if you've got the spare space and the spare money, there's a lot worse things you can spend your money on. They're really, the reverbs are still great, if you know what I mean. And there's some really fun creative patches in there. Just search for EV12L. You know what? I will put it in the chat. Let's do that. Alright, I think I'm going to log off soon as well, so this would be oversize. Let's see, somewhere on the forum. It's probably posted by me. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put a link to this for you all, the free IRs. So go and get them. Make some music with them. Cool. Thank you to everybody for tuning into this chat and putting up with all my tangents and me trying to play thump on a 7-string and me forgetting how to play my own songs. Stay safe. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you all are. And from me and everybody over here, have a great time until I see you next time. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching.